everyone, and welcome to another episode of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting with me, Randy Prizzle. You guys all doing out there with your good, crispy, Irish way and all the rest like that. Yes, you know what we're usually here for, the linking and the tinging. So obviously, if you're a big fan of the show, or it's your first time seeing this, and you're feeling it, you know what to do, all of that below. And yes, let's get onto it, the linking and the tinging. So we come to Latoya, not like the Jackson 5 sister Latoya, but you know, Latoya. She says, I will fall for you if, and obviously she's put a voice note here, which is obviously a new feature, so we get to hear what she sounds like, which is good. So hopefully we can get that.
If you can speak any of these languages. Bonjour, hola, buongiorno, guten tag, ni hao, or just me.
I mean, she did sound American at some points there, so I'm guessing that was an American accent. But let's just hear it one more time. So.
If you can speak any of these languages. Bonjour, hola, buongiorno, guten tag, ni hao, or just me.
Yeah, I guess you obviously want somebody who speaks a language, so German, French, I'm trying to guess the other one, Spanish. Mihao is Japanese, if I'm correct. I might be wrong with that one, but you know, yeah, Chinese, you know, thanks to the local source who informed me there. So, and I do agree in certain sense. Obviously, for me, you've got to be English for me to. I can't speak to someone. I know, obviously, the Language of Love program, right? You know, when people went and then they got to meet each other and they didn't speak a language and they ended up trying to find love. But you got to speak a little bit of English, something, so I understand you. Otherwise, we can't communicate because you'll be like and I'll be like it doesn't work. So you know, we both need to speak the language for it to happen. But she has a nice sounding voice, you know, very soulful and soothing sound, kind of like, you know, she was more like, sounded like she could do a bit of the singing maybe on the side or something like that, like she could be like a Lauryn Hill or something, do you know what I mean? Like, nothing, all of that. So, but yeah, next thing she says, my most irrational fear, death by birds. Well, that's a bit creepy, you know what I mean? Like, what type of bird is it? A pigeon? Is it a dove? Is it, you know, I mean, I know pigeons are savages. Have you seen the way they walk around the streets nowadays? Like, they own the stuff, you know what I mean? Pigeons, literally. But, you know, crows are probably the ones that are worst, I guess. They go for your stuff, these crows. And when you leave your stuff lying around, which sometimes I play football, I've seen these crows come up and just literally go and peck at your back. And I'm like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? Like, I haven't got any food there, but you're coming to peck at man's stuff. Like, get out of there. Do you know what I mean? I said, get out of her. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, it's 33, it's 5'11", it's really tall. You know what I mean? Really tall. And I think that's what she says there. Let's get on to a few more. She says she's attracted to nerdy, geeky guys. Do I count them? I guess I probably do. I'm kind of weird in some weird way. I've just said weird again, but that means I'm kind of weird, right? Geeky, I guess, because I like a bit of the MCU, Marvel Universe, and Lord of the Rings, so I guess I kind of qualify under that kind of guideline rule. So yeah, I'd probably put myself under that category. You know what I mean? People said you sound very reluctant to put yourself under that category, but no, I know I'm a bit of an outcast, if you want to call me that. Not like the singer's outcast. I like the way you move, ding, ding, ding. You know, not that. So yeah, believe it or not, I have been to all 7 continents of the world. Well, I believe that because I just heard your voice note. So you know, I know that because of the languages she said. So it's plainly obvious there. But you know, unfortunately she's a bit too tall for it. Like, my head would reach her chest. It would be a weird combination there. So, you know, I want the eye contact, eye level, you know, not the baby looking up at you and I'm like, So, I don't want to just stare at your chest because I'm trying to look at your eyes, but I can't because it's like my head is right leveled to that. So there's a bit of problems there, but yeah. So unfortunately, it's going to be a no from Latoya for me. We come on to Jess. Jess says, what I ordered from the table was olives. So she's a big fan of olives. I'm not really so keen on them, do you know what I mean? I know people do them with the Nando's, or if you go Nando's, but there's other places that are available that you can get olives from. They season it with, I guess, the olive oil, and they, put a bit of like a herby sort of seasoning thing on there. It still doesn't really make it bang, to be honest. Like, I'm not someone who likes olives as just a thing on the side. People say it's like an aphrodisiac side. I think they're talking rubbish, to be honest. I don't see what's aphrodisiac about it. So, but anyways, she's 31, 5'5". She's a lawyer, so she does the lawyering thing, which is good, I guess. She can advise people who do things wrong, go on the wrong side of the law, or something like that. So she'll be not the Judge Dredd, but or do the executioner stuff. But she can be the person who tells you what's going to go on and how it's going to end up. So I'm overly competitive about most things. So she can compete on the front. She's someone who likes to get stuck into challenges and things like that. That's cool. You know what I mean? But if she loses now, that could be a problem. You know what I mean? If she loses, let's say a pool, would she have a pool with you? Would she be like, hey, do you know what I mean? I don't like the fact that you beat me. Would you have an argument over like something so small as pool? This girl probably could. Do you know what I mean? That could be a bit of an issue there. Do you know what I mean? There's a good thing as being competitive. There's a good thing as being overly competitive. And if someone is overly competitive, that can ruin things. Do you know what I mean? If she'd always want to win, and if she loses, then there's going to be problems. Do you know what I mean? There's an argument, or there's something going on. I'm not happy with you. You beat me. I don't want to, go and do anything with you anymore. It's like, well, just calm down. You lost the game of pool. Do you know what I mean? Or I beat you at FIFA or something. Do you know? Calm down. It's not that deep. Do you know? If you won next time, I'll just put the controller down and just watch you beat me. Do you know what I mean? Without me playing. So there's not a big deal with that. So she says an unusual skill she has. She can dislocate her thumb. Yeah, that's not good. You know what I mean? Someone can dislocate their thumb. That's not a party trick. That's more like a sick trick. I mean, not sick as in good. I mean, sick as in bad. You know, you're bending your thumb, turning it all the way around, and doing all that nonsense. You might as well be singing with Fats and Small. Got to turn around. You know what I mean? Doing with the hand and stuff with them. Hey, what's wrong with you? Literally, you have to say that to her. What's wrong with you? Because what is wrong with her? You bend your thumb and dislocate. No. Stop all that bendy stuff. Listen. The only flexible thing, is that you want to be doing, or in that way, for me, listening to is Dizzy Rascal's Flex. I love it when you flex like that, slow, fast, slow, down, bring it back, do you know what I mean? That sort of thing. But yeah, nothing to do with flexing for me. Leave that out. Leave it in the gym, let's say. Go in the gym, bang out weights, do all that flexing stuff there. None of that stuff for me. But yeah, that's why it's going to be a no for me for Jess. Don't want to do any that bending hand thing, all of that. Transformer stuff. Nah, leave that out. Yeah, leave it for the Transformers. Okay. The one thing I'd love to know about you, this is Becca by the way, the one thing I'd love to know about you is your ideal way to spend a weekend, no travel or money restrictions. Ideal way to spend the weekend. Well, I think I had a good night last night. Drinks, gathered with friends, social event. Big up to all the people who came yesterday, by the way, if you're watching. And it was a great time out. Drinks, watching the Carabao Cup final, and yeah, man, party, music, games. What more can you ask for? Do you know what I mean? Very good. So definitely one of them. The other one probably abroad somewhere. I think if you're going abroad, weekend trip to somewhere kind of warm-ish, I mean, with less money involved, obviously, not too far. I mean, you're probably saying a trip to like Spain, Portugal, somewhere where it'll be quite warm up, Canary Islands, do you know what I mean? Not too long flight, where you could just spend the weekend just chilling by the sea, breeze in the face, and smelling that good smell and all the sounds of the ocean and all of that. I mean, some people say the ocean stinks, but yeah, when you're in a different place, I guess it will smell sweeter because you're away from the life that you're living currently in your current settings, which is a lot better than what it would be like. But anyways, let's move on to more what she's saying. She's 29, she's 5'5", she's a financial advisor. She says, my greatest strength, award-winning poached eggs and espresso martinis. I'm not a fan of poached eggs. I don't like that poached. And even then, I can't really have eggs because of my allergicness and eczema. Allergicness doesn't even make sense, but my eczema and stuff. So, espresso martinis. I mean, I could do coffee, but I'm a morning person, so coffee and alcohol together is now a bit of a weird mix. I mean, doesn't anybody else find that weird? Or is it just me? Whatever. Alright, so next thing she says, give me travel tips. Where should be top of my list to go next? I mean, America's cool. If you want to go to New York, nice place. If you're going to Corfu, very nice place. If you're going to Tenerife, very good as well. Canary Islands. It depends. Or if you want somewhere warm, if you want somewhere cold, you know. So those are the ones I'd say are kind of good to go to. So yeah, those are the three I'd put up there. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold by the way, so this cold has been lasting me for about 2 weeks now, but I don't actually have a cold, it's just like a lingering thing that keeps lingering on. Do you know what I mean? Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? That's what I'm saying to the cold. Do you have to let it linger? But yeah. So it's a no for her. We come to Althea. Althea says, facts about me that surprises people. My family live in the middle of the Pacific population. So it lives in the middle of the Pacific. The population is 200. Wow. So, you know, literally cover like the 200 film, you know, ding, 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 ding. I don't think I'm just making up as I go. Ding, 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 ding. So, yeah, take an interlude while you guys think about, yeah, all of that. So, give me a second. Woo! I had to blow the nose, so, you know, I can't show that on the camera and that. It looks unprofessional, as people would say. So, yeah, you know, and I'd have time to edit and cut things out, you know, just get it up there and get it on with it, you know, all of that. So, you know, you need to know people do make mistakes and things can happen like that, you know, so whatever. So, that's a lot. Well, that's very little, you know, your 200 population living in the middle of the Pacific, you know what I mean? Madness, but, give her props, you know, that, the middle of the Pacific it is, I mean, but wouldn't the rising sea temperatures and stuff like that be a problem for people who live in those kind of island areas, like the Samoa and places like that? It could be peak for them, you know what I mean? It's not lying, you know, if shit goes down, they've got to be ready. Literally, as, you know, the Cypress Hill song says, you know, when the shit goes down, you better be ready. When the shit goes down, you know what I mean? So they have to be, but she's 32, she's 5'3", she works in finance. What do people with this finance stuff? 2 or 3 people so far on the finance team. I guess one or two, I guess, but you know, I personally couldn't do finance. I find it boring, counting money and all that. So I'd rather be counting stars. As the, you know, One Republic song said, baby, I'll be loving it hard, then it counting dollars, you be counting stars. You be counting stars. So yeah, she says a social cause I care about: indigenous rights. Social rights for indigenous people. Great. She says I'm a regular at voice note ramblings. I'm a professional. I mean, I could do that as well. Sometimes here I ramble on, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. We do that. Podcasting, I ramble on when I do podcasting as well at times. You know what I mean? I'm probably not a professional at that, but I'm just someone who just talks when I just feel the need to talk. So talking is good when you're not on the phone for too long and someone's overhearing you talk. When you're talking for too long, that's the thing that can start to piss people off. Especially when you're like, you know, having this loud conversation, blah, 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 you know what I mean? With the Taz stuff, blah, 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 you know what I mean? Forget all that. Don't want to hear none of that. But this is obviously what happens when you obviously don't just live alone. You live with other people. You just have to deal with it, unfortunately. Yes, like that. You have to deal with it. But that's the situation of what it is. So, you know what I mean? The Tasmania stuff. You're in the 1 and 9 on my day and the moon will shine, but the Tasmania, but Tasmania, you know what I mean? But yeah. But yeah, she's a professional at voice ramblings. That's great to know. Unfortunately for her, she doesn't really tick the voice note boxes for me, and I don't want to send her personal voice notes. It's going to be a no for me. We'll come to the final one, which is Chloe. Chloe says, "Oh no, I've found the one." When we see starlight in each other's eyes. She goes, starlight, star bright, ding, 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 lead us all through the darkness, ding, ding, starlight, we share you tonight, ding, 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 lead us all in your light. All of that. So yeah, people know the hymns, from the church and that, if people go to the church, you know about the hymn them there. So yeah, she's 23, 5'6". She lives here in London, obviously, but that's what it says there, so that's why I had to put that in there. So this year I really want to write some piece of music that records my inner journey. So I don't know what her inner journey is all about, but I guess she wants to put music down. It's good, you know what I mean? I can only spit 1-2 bars a few times, people say not great. I mean, if you drop a beat, I could probably put some things down. Okay. Alright, just keep that beat in your head, because obviously, So yeah. Alright, let's just call it with the Lincoln Ting, right? So we'll do a fair few for the Lincoln Ting. Alright. Trying to keep the beat in the head. Let's go. Alright. So we'll head to Link and Ting. Do that ting. Then I'll have a ting. After I'm done with this ting, then you'll soon see nothing ting. That's what I'm saying. Let's go there. Atmosphere. In the air. Right there. Do you care? Oh hell yeah. That's why you're here. Watching me, Randy P. on your TV or your computer or wherever you're watching it, as long as you're here and you're clocking it. So that's the thing, that's the vibe, that's the tune, it's all hype. Let's do this, let's go, you wanna go? So let's put on a show for you. Okay, that was a little bit of a touch and go. Still rhymes, still have the flow there, even though the rhyme's done, but anyways, cool. But that's what man's got laid down, like a 2-2 bar for you lot. Hope you like the 2-2 bars, the 2-2s, but yeah, anyways, that's what. Alright, life goal of mine, she says, to fulfill the meaning of life. Good, I guess she's deep in an emotional connection person. She wants to do all that on that transcending level and all that ting in there. That's fine, that's all good. Peace, love, unity, and have fun is kind of the thing I do stand by, so I'm all in for that, I guess. So yeah. Well, that's going to be a no for Chloe for me though. So now that we've come to obviously the end of this episode of Lincoln Ting. If you're feeling this episode, you know what to do below. If you like the little rap as well, you know what to do below. Hopefully there'll be more of that to come down in the episode on the Randy Prizzle channel, so maybe look out for that one. I'll spit a couple of 2-2 bars and stuff, so you'll see. So yes, that's all from me. And obviously, if you've seen this episode, you know what to do. And my brain's gone a bit blank at this moment in time, but yeah, I should just end it right now. I should end it right now. Yes, okay. You know what we usually do when we finish Look out, do 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 do. Look out, do 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 do. Oh, Chelsea suck. You look out.